Hey YouTube, received a parcel today from Banggood and wanna make a short unboxing video. That's not a very special thing. That's the extremely cheap DumboRC or DumboRC, or in German DumboRC X4 4-channel transmitter with 6-channel receiver. What's special with this? It was so cheap. I don't need it. I will use it in one of my MN trucks probably. I love my 8-channel FlySky GT3C with all my cheap and different receivers from 3 to 8 channels, from FlySky, Hobby King, Turnigy, DAS Micro, and I do have some two spare 3-channel transmitters for those FlySky receivers. But this DumboRC was so cheap. There's also a 6-channel version, but I thought that's a few bucks more, $5 more or $6 more, but I thought I will never use 6 channels. If I will use 6 channels in a car, I will use my FlySky, where I can make all the settings for every channel, and the 4-channel version was for $21 US, but you could get discounts, so I got discounts. It was 19 euro something, and after the discounts I had paid about 16 euros, including shipment, including tracked shipment, what worked very well, and it arrived within 2 weeks here in Austria, and I will probably use it for my MN45 truck. So I will use 2 channels for steering and throttle and 1 channel for the light controller. So let's open up this 16 euros transmitter with receiver, with 4-channel transmitter, 6-channel receiver. So here it is, only slightly damaged, but less damaged than my WPL C34 and my MN45 that arrived recently. DumboRC, www.dumborc.com. Oh, for 15 years and older. This product is suitable for 15 years and older. Let's check what's inside. Manual. I do already know the manual of the DumboRC X4. I have translated it to German for a buddy, and it was extremely bad English. That's the same. That seems to be the same manual, exactly the same manual. A receiver with gyro function. Wow. Channel 2, channel 3, channel 4. Seems to be exactly the same manual as that. Oh, it's Dumbo X6, so it's the X6 manual, but anyway. And some other products. No, that's only the... It's in Chinese, it's in English. Different colors. That's the X6. And here it is, nicely packed. Good. There seems to be no damage. Does not feel that cheap. Does feel like a normal cheap transmitter. Oh, look. DumboRC. I don't know where the name comes from. Maybe from the little elephant from the Walt Disney movie. But here DumboRC, and here DumboRC. I don't care about this. Plastic, no foam. On-off switch. channel 4, 3 position switch, and channel 3. That's nice. That's the same as in my FlySky GT3C or in the GT2 from Hobby King I use. So if I don't, I will use this for the light controller. So one push button and a 3 position switch. Will close. Needs some batteries. We'll put some batteries inside. Seems to use 1, 2, 3, 4 AA batteries. And here, without any backing, the receiver, 6-channel receiver, DumboRC X4. Okay, I will put batteries inside and make a test setup. So let's see if it will work with rechargeable NMH batteries too. Yes, works. Quick and dirty test setup. I'll power the receiver with 6 volt from my small LED power supply. That's a 6-channel receiver. 4 servos, channel 1, 2, 3, 4. And now let's go into the binding process. The manual says I have to press this small button here. So I will probably first power up the receiver as normal, put it into binding mode, and then power up the transmitter. So let's see what happens. Okay, now it's not in binding mode. Don't know, maybe it's already bound. Push it. And now it's blinking, now it's in binding mode, and simply switch on. Channel 1, channel 2. How nice. Where's channel 3? And channel 4. 1 position, 0. This is nice. Works perfectly. And now let's see. I will check. It should have a gyro too, if the gyro is on and if the gyro works. But so far, guys, I paid 16 euros for this, including shipment. Manual says you'll have to push the button on the receiver 3 times to get into the gyro mode or to get out of the gyro mode, and after pushing it 2 times you can adjust the sensitivity of the gyro. But anyway, I will use this in a small micro crawler scaler. I will not use the gyro anyway, but I will check if it works or not. So channel 1, this is the steering servo, so if the gyro is on now and I move it, the servo should move. No, it does not. And now let's see, push it 3 times. Push it. 1, 2, 3. Now I should be in gyro mode. Yes, can you see it? The steering servo is moving a little bit. Not as much as in 3D Helios, but I'm pushing it 2 times. You should be able to adjust the sensitivity by the knob of channel 6, but I do not have a channel 6 knob here. Well, is there any knob? No. By the way, the transmitter is quite heavy. It's not as it has 4 double A's inside, but so I will push the gyro button or the button 2 times, and now with some knob I should be able to adjust something. No, that's not so that's steering. No. But anyway, let's switch it off and switch it on again, and push it 3 times. Ah, it did something. So now it's probably out of gyro mode. 3 times. 1, no. 1, 2, 3. Now it should be in gyro mode. Well. There seems to be no reaction so far. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I guess you'll have to test it in a car if the gyro really works. I'm used to this. I only know this from my flybarless helicopters. When you move the receiver, the servos will shatter. But that's not the fact here. Did never use a gyro in a car so far. 1, 2, 3. But there seems to be something to happen, something. Now let's check what you can adjust. You can adjust channel 1 and 2, so steering and throttle, for endpoints and for reverse, and they call this sub trim, but probably it's trim. So now channel 1 steering, and I reverse it. Works nicely. Channel 2 okay, reverse works nicely. And then you can adjust, they call it sub trim, so I would call it trim, because to my knowledge for sub trim you have to go to the computer mode. For me that's a trim knob, because there's no additional trim knob, but anyway. And you can adjust the endpoints of channel 1 and channel 2. So let's see what happens. This is the maximum of channel 1 now. Okay. This is the real maximum. Okay. So, but it's parallel, so it's on both sides. And you can adjust it. But nice. Nice, nice. You can adjust the endpoint for your steering servos. That's always very helpful. And for channel 2 throttle, okay, it was on minimum and now it's on maximum. Nice, nice. Channel 3 still works. Channel 4, 2 positions. Well, so guys, my final conclusion for this 16 euro transmitter. If you need a very cheap transmitter for a cheap car, for example for your WPL cars or MN trucks or JRC, this seems to be perfect. By $5 more you will get 6 channels, but you have to think how often you will use 6 channels, and if you want to use 6 channels, what do you want to do with the additional channels? Probably you will use, or you will need channels where you will need endpoint adjustment, and maybe even reverse. Well, servo reverse can be done mechanically too, but endpoints adjustment this will be very helpful. So for 6 channels maybe you should use a different transmitter. I will use my GT3C, but 4 channels, that's perfect. You have steering, you have throttle of course. I will use this for my DumboRC light controller, and the 3 position switch. We will see how this works. Could control a servo winch. Can you do this? Probably you have to go to 0, but anyway, very nice, guys. I can highly recommend this so far. I will see how it works, how it holds up, but 16 euros, what a bang for the buck. And it does not look that bad. It's sturdy, heavy. There are some plugs, don't know yet what's that for. A micro USB plug, seems to be a jack. Oh, that's for a simulator, so this means you can, the manual says simulator, you can use it with your computer. How nice. And USB connection, 5 volt, okay, but so probably you can use it maybe without batteries. I don't know, the manual doesn't say more. The first page of the manual, this looks much better than the second page. This is for the X6. I did already translate it some weeks ago, and that's horribly English, and I'm not a native speaker either, but I should translate it to German and it was really difficult. Anyway, thumbs up so far. 16 euros. Guys, see you next time with the next video with probably something better, but anyway, I'm totally happy with this bargain. Even if I don't need it, I only bought it for fun. Ciao.